Hi guys, it's Nicole. So it has been 3.5 months about since my gastric bypass surgery. So I just wanted to check in with you all and let you know how things are going. I had my 3-month post-op with my surgeon a few weeks ago and everything is going well. My labs are good, maybe iron's a little low, and then my prealbumin is low, but he said that's to be expected because that shows malnutrition and lack of protein. So as I increase my calories and really work on my protein, that number should come up. So pretty happy with those results. Met with a nutritionist that day as well, and he said that I should be eating. So I was eating about 600 or 700 calories a day because he had initially at my 6-week post-op given me a goal of 800 calories. I was having trouble meeting the 800, so it was about 600 or 700 a day. But he told me that at this point I should actually be eating 1,000 calories a day, which I haven't been able to meet, not even one day since. So I'm about at 800 calories right now, so still working on that. Current stats, so I am down 66 pounds. I started this journey at the pre-op diet stage. I started at 224 pounds and I'm now at 158. So that feels pretty good. Yeah, so I think my progress might be a little slower than some, but I'm definitely happy with it. So overall, things have been going really good. Of course, you can't have the good without the bad. So there have been a few I don't really want to say negative, but a few, negative things that I've been noticing as the weight's been coming off. So I thought I would address those just to let you know what's going on. But just know, the positives far outweigh these negatives. So first off, I am losing a ton of hair. I took a picture last night after I got out of the shower of how much hair was in the drain. So I will post that picture now. It's gross. But yeah, so I am losing a lot of hair, and I'm not losing it in chunks like some people have reported. It's just, I just always have like stray hairs just floating about and hanging off of me. Yeah. I am noticing a lot of loose skin, so I look like a melted candle when I take my clothes off. It's in the expected places like my underarms, my belly, and in between my thighs, like my inner thighs. But also in some unexpected areas. I mean, I knew my butt would likely be saggy, but I did not realize how much loose skin I would have and that I would have no butt anymore. Before I gained all the weight, I had a nice bubble butt. And I don't know, I just assumed that was still hiding under all the fat. But now I just have a very flat, flabby butt. So we need to work on that. And this might just be way too personal, but I don't know. I apparently have no boundaries. Like a couple weeks ago, I thought that I just kept getting wedgies. And I was like, oh my God, what's wrong with these underwear? These are the underwear I always wear. So I'd go to adjust and I didn't have a wedgie, and then I realized it was the loose skin was just getting caught. Didn't foresee that happening. So yeah. Also I have like this horrible turkey neck now. I didn't realize how fat my neck was. But apparently it was. I've been measuring it. I've only lost an inch, but I'll just have like this collection of skin that will just hang there. I don't think it's hanging there right now, and I'm looking at the viewfinder. I don't see it, but I'll be in pictures and yeah, I have this horrible turkey neck. Another negative, kind of along the same lines is I'm really looking my age these days, which I always felt like I looked younger than I am. I'm 43, almost 44, but lately I can see a lot more wrinkles, which makes sense. I mean, fat plumps it up, right? So you don't really see the wrinkles. People pay lots of money to get fillers, which are basically synthetic fat that just plump up areas. So when you take away that, filler, The wrinkles are again noticeable. So I guess that's what's happening. But also they say that, you know, you can tell a woman's age by her neck and the backs of her hands. So I've always paid very close attention to the backs of my hands. Like I exfoliate and moisturize them, but I'm going to have to do something about this neck because it's giving me away. Of course, all of these things, well, maybe not so much the hair loss. I can maybe help stop it by getting appropriate protein, but really the damage is already done, and now the hair is just falling out. The follicles are already damaged. But anyway, but everything else, like the saggy skin, if it bothers me enough, I can pay to fix it, right? So all of these areas are fixable. It will cost me money, but I can have plastic surgery and get these problem areas fixed if they bother me enough. So saggy skin and wrinkles are not going to take years off my life. They're annoying, but they're not taking years off my life the way obesity does. So I've made the right decision, even though I now have to deal with these negative side effects. Again, I can fix them if I want to, but it's not going to kill me like obesity would have. I'm still considered obese by, the numbers, but I am only 5 pounds away from moving out of the obese category into just the overweight category, which is exciting. Okay, so those were the negatives, pretty much just superficial. Positives, I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still just bone tired ever since surgery. I mean, I was tired before surgery, but since surgery, it's just like another kind of exhaustion. However, I feel like I have more energy because it's easier to move and I want to be moving. I went to the physical therapist a couple days ago for a knee thing that I have, and it was the first time I'd gone to physical therapy in quite a while. And I was not looking forward to it because in the past, so when I was a kid and a teen and in my early 20s, I was really active and I really liked to exercise, and I sought out, activities that caused physical exertion. But once I started getting fat, it hurt and it was uncomfortable, and I got really self-conscious, and I tried to stay as far away from physical activities as I could because it just wasn't fun. It wasn't, I didn't enjoy myself when I was doing any kind of, physical activity. So, but anyway, so I went to the physical therapist a couple days ago, was dreading going in, but then he was having me go through some exercises, and I thought, these are actually easy. I mean, they were challenging in the way they were supposed to be challenging. They weren't challenging because I was too big. And I was actually really enjoying feeling my muscles activate, and I had a sense of accomplishment that I could, do these things. Like there were a couple of ones where I had to balance and abduct my leg, and I wouldn't have been able to do that a few months ago. So it felt empowering, and it actually felt good and made me excited to work out again, which is really strange. I mean, I've been doing some basic strength training since surgery, but I don't know, I felt empowered, I guess. Another positive is that people are looking shocked when they see me. Even people like my family who have seen me like a week or two ago. I had family come over, just this past weekend, and every time I opened the door, their eyes got big, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, you've lost so much weight," and it felt good. My clothes are fitting so much better. I've actually had to get rid of a ton of clothes that I had kept wearing, but I looked like I was a little girl playing dress up in mommy's clothes. Like they were just hanging off of me and they looked ridiculous. And this weekend I was like, okay, they have to go. And so I'm going to go through my closet today and tomorrow and just get rid of everything that doesn't fit anymore. Like I'm not going to keep wearing these huge clothes. I have plenty of clothes that fit because I am a bit of a pack rat and I have saved clothes. They might not be in style anymore, but I have a bunch of clothes, and actually I've been trying on things. Like, okay, I've bought some clothes in the past little bit that are like size small and medium, and I've just been holding on to them, and I just tried on. Yesterday I started trying on some of the medium clothes, and I was surprised by how many of them fit. And even a few of the small clothes that were like meant to be baggy, they fit. And yeah, it's just a great feeling. So I'm getting a whole new wardrobe because I'm clearing out the old and putting the, well, some are still really old, but haven't worn in a while, clothes back in the closet. Another positive is, so I've had a few doctor's appointments in the little, you know, in the recent past, in the past few weeks. That was a weird way to say it. But the past few times, when they go to grab the blood pressure cuff, they grab the normal size blood pressure cuff. That's exciting. And just a few days ago, I went to the dermatologist and I had to put on a gown, and they just got out the normal size gown and it fit. My butt was not hanging out. And yeah, so that felt pretty good. Protein is getting much easier. I'm now, I know what meals work for me. Like, I've talked to death in past videos about my meat aversion, but I found things that work for me. And so maybe I'll do a what I eat in a day video here shortly. But basically what I've been eating, plain Greek yogurt mixed with almonds. I've been eating pot roast. I don't know why that doesn't bother me. It doesn't. I love it. I've been eating fake tacos as well as real tacos, with like low carb, very small tortillas, if I eat those at all. And then I've been eating shrimp and tilapia. And yeah, like, oh, and nut butters. Those are pretty much my go-to foods right now. Usually I can get 20 grams, or not 20. Usually I can get at least 60 grams of protein just through food alone. But every now and then I'm like maybe in the mid 50s, so I add in a protein supplement, but also I add in protein supplements just because. So the Quest brand, like keto chips, like they're high protein corn chips. I don't know, they have like a taco flavor, and sometimes I'll make nachos instead of tacos and just put the seasoned ground beef on top of these chips. I can only eat a few of those chips at a time. They just kind of make me a little queasy if I eat too many of them. But yeah, I eat like 5 or 6 of the chips with some ground beef, and that's pretty good. And they have a lot of protein, like a bag of them, which I can usually eat half a bag at a time, but a bag has like 19 grams of protein, I think. But again, it's a supplement, so I'm not relying on that in my overall protein numbers. Yeah. So basically, in summary, I can fix the things that are bad, like that are negative in my life right now, like the saggy skin, and I can maybe slow the hair loss or just get past it. Like, I don't think I'm going to lose all my hair. But all of those negatives are so much better than the negatives that are associated with obesity. And I just feel like I've added years to my life. And I think I mentioned in my last video that I now have hope, which is still so true. Like, yeah, the future just looks bright, and I feel so much better in my skin, and this was definitely the right decision. I'll check back in with you guys. I don't know when, but I'll keep doing regular updates. I am about to take some progress photos, so I'll post those, probably. I'll post those now, so you can see, visually what my progress has been. But so thank you guys so much for all of your support. This is a great community, very supportive. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.